Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? So today I got a little power supply I want to show you. It's a great little power supply. I actually have one of these in another computer of mine. But we'll show you guys here quick. We have the Montech Beta Bronze, 80 plus bronze rating, 550 watt power supply. Very nice. Alright, boom. There she is. Let's get this plastic off here. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, so here you can see our little power supply. Something I really like to see. Guaranteed 3-year warranty. Go over our specs here quick. Alright, so you can see we got 550 watts. There's your model number. It is, you could ignore that Intel bit. It's good for Intel and AMD, but it's the standard ATX form factor, 12 volt single rail, 100 to 240 volt AC. Operates at 47 to 63 hertz, so it's good for UK and USA. UK operates at 50, we operate at 60 hertz on our power grid. 140 mil long by 150 by 86. 120 millimeter silent fan in there, 80 plus bronze rated. Really nice to see. You have over power protection, over voltage protection, under voltage protection, and short circuit protection, as well as all your regulatory tags. Like I said, you get your motherboard 24 pin, you get one CPU 4+4 pin, you get your two PCIe 6+2 pin connectors, 6 SATA connectors, and 2 Molex 4 pins. Here's our little rail diagram here, your 3.3 volt, 5 volt, 12 volt, negative 12, and your plus 5 volt. And that's nice to see. 18 amps, 16 amp, you can push 42 amps on the 12 volt rail, and this all gives you a total of 550 watts. And you can see here, rated for 24/7 operating. And we have, what I really like here is they use really good, high-quality Japanese capacitors in here. And like I said, it's good for Intel and AMD. So I'll show you guys this little graph here. We'll zoom in on that for you. So here's our input-output power, as you can see. And this is what we really want to focus on, though, our efficiency. Being an 80-plus bronze efficient power supply here, you'll see that we'll stay over 80% efficiency, on average about 83%, no matter how much load we're under here. So this is a great looking power supply. So let's get this bad boy out of the box and see what we got here. Alright, so we have our Montech product warranty card here, as well as a brief overview of some of their other products and power supplies. We'll keep that stuff to the side. Okay, let's get our cables out first. Get our power cable out. Okay, so we just have our little thing of silica gel, and then your mounting hardware for securing it inside your case. So let's get this box out of the way. And let's get this bad boy out. Alright, here we are. As you can see, all our information that I just covered there. Very nice. It's got some nice heft to it. Yeah, that's pretty well built too. I'm genuinely impressed with this thing. It's got a good rating, well built, high quality Japanese capacitors in there. It's at an unbeatable price. Absolutely unbeatable price. So I'll show you guys here real quick. We'll undo our cables, and I'll just show you real quick what each one is here, right? Now this is your main motherboard power here, your one sleeved cable. This is your 24 pin. Some motherboards could use just the 20 pins, but most modern boards need the 24 pin. But just in case you don't need that extra 4-pin connector, they do disconnect, just like that. I really like this design too, with these just little clips that pop in like that. That's way nicer than having to force it to slide down over something. So there's your 24 pin. That'll go on your motherboard. And then here we have our SATA connectors. There's 2 SATA connectors there, and 1 Molex coming off that. And another Molex. SATA connectors are generally used for hard drives, and sometimes the Molex connectors are used for things like, lighting hubs, USB hubs, RGB controllers, that sort of thing. And then over here we have our final 2 SATA connections here. No, you don't want to focus? There we go. All right. And then over here we have our CPU. This is our CPU connector. It's nice that everything's labeled and coded on these. And then over here, these are your PCIe connectors. This is what you'll plug into your graphics card and any other PCIe Express cards you might have in the computer. You have your 6+2 pins. Some use just the 6. Some require the full 8 pins. And then all you need to do, on the back here, we just have our power button, as well as the mains power in right there. So we'll plug this in and I'll show you guys how to do a quick little check, make sure your power supply works. Okay, right, so we'll just take this bad boy, plug that on in there. So when you want to test your power supply, some of them will come with a bridge jumper, but that's generally reserved to the very high-end power supplies. All you need to do here is you take a paper clip, right? Fold your ends out, like so. Get them kind of even, okay? And then what you want to do is take your 24-pin connector here, and with the clip up at the top, you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then put this pin in 4 and 5. Okay, so there you see, now we have our 24-pin bridged. That's the only way you can get a power supply to turn on without having it hooked to the motherboard. So we'll flip our switch here, and there you have it. Now the fan spins down nice and quietly. Now this isn't a 0 dB, like this doesn't have the 0 decibel mode, but this is very, very silent. You can almost not even tell that it's running. Beauteous, beauteous, beauteous. All right, we'll shut that off. Pull our power just to be on the safe side. We'll remove our little bridge jumper here. This thing is excellent. I have one already in another computer of mine, and I run that thing all day, every day. It never overheats. It never makes noise. So if you guys are looking for a good, more budget-oriented power supply that still has your good 80+ bronze rating and all the protections that you would want, this is an excellent choice. It has more protections than some of the other brands in this price range, and it's built very nicely. The fan is quiet. It has good blade design there to push the pressure through those components. And as I said, you have nice high quality Japanese capacitors in there. There's a nice heat sink. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera, but there's nice heat sinks on all your components. And it's very well made. If there were one thing that I would like to have seen them done, it would be to sleeve all the cables so you don't have to look at this ketchup and mustard. But that's easily remedied, and at this price range, you just can't complain. I see nothing to fault on this. This is an excellent power supply, standard form factor, so it'll fit your big cases, your small, micro ATX cases and whatnot. I highly, highly recommend it. So check this thing out, guys. If you think you might be interested in it, I definitely recommend you pick one up. The price is right, the company has great customer service, and it's worth a try. So yeah, I hope this was helpful and informative for you, help you make a decision in purchasing your next power supply. This is the best one to go for in this price range, at this power mark, without a doubt.